Welcome back to Across Louisiana. You know, if you're a professional here in the greater Baton Rouge area, you may not know it, but you're going to have a chance to get some world-class leadership training. It's called Leadercast Greater Baton Rouge. And here to give us a scoop on that is David Day. Welcome to the show, David.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
It already sounds exciting for anyone who's out in the professional realm, or maybe even if they're not in the professional realm. Tell the folks a little bit about Leadercast and what it is.
Leadercast GBR. This is our second year in Baton Rouge to host the event. It's actually a live event in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's simulcast to 600 locations throughout the planet Earth, and we just happen to be one of those 6 locations here in Baton Rouge. The event's going to take place May the 9th at the Dunham School at the Brown Holt Dunham School Auditorium, and it is a live simulcast with some major names in leadership. Malcolm Gladwell, Laura Bush will be there. Simon Sinek, the thought leader, the author and the director of the movie Heaven is for Real will be there. So we have a lot of real heavyweights, both in the business realm and the creative realm, that'll be coming to Baton Rouge and speaking to us through a live telecast.
I know this is a relatively new thing to the Baton Rouge area, so
Right.
Tell me a little bit about how this came to be and the idea behind it.
Well, the Dunham School itself has something called the Institute of Leadership for their students, and about 20 students participate in that. And in order to support that effort, Phil Zimmerman, the leader of the Institute of Leadership at Dunham, put together Leadercast. It was last year it was called the Chick-fil-A Leadercast. It was sponsored by Chick-fil-A. And they put together this program that had been going on for many years, and they started simulcasting. So we lobbied to get it here, and we were able to do that because we have this wonderful, beautiful new 600-seat, very nice auditorium with state-of-the-art audio visuals. So we're able to satellite that message in and invite people in for $99. You can come in all day long, breakfast, lunch, and snacks during the afternoon, and hear some world-class speakers, and not only just hear them, but really engage in their lives. And they're going to actually address what's going on in their lives and how they came to be who they are and what they're doing in terms of leadership.
Let's talk a little bit more about that. I mean, if I'm someone out here watching this right now, what are some of the reasons that I need to go check this out?
Great
Whether
question.
I'm a professional or even if I'm not, right?
Great question, absolutely. Well, in every facet of life, there's some aspect of leadership. Whether you lead a family at home or whether you're leading a Fortune 500 company. If you're a leader or an aspiring leader, then this is a day well spent for you, because what these leaders will do is they'll show us exactly where they've come from and how they've gotten to where they are. And the theme for this year is Beyond You, which means really everybody's going to sort of address how are they taking what they've come to know as leadership qualities and skills, and how are they transferring those onto other people. So going beyond you. So it's about giving back into your community, creating leaders in the community, multiplying yourself in the community as far as your leadership skills. So it applies to anybody from athletic coaches to teachers to moms and dads to business owners, leaders, community leaders, politicians, you name it. I would like to say that it's generic, but that sounds watered down. It's broad-based and very specific towards leadership.
You mentioned giving back, and I mean, it's also important to note that the proceeds from this event also go to benefit a good cause.
That's right. The proceeds are going to benefit the Institute of Leadership at the Dunham School, and eventually we're going to grow that organization to where those kids are practicing and learning leadership skills, and they're going to apply those in the community. The Dunham School challenges all of their students to be community leaders, to be vocal and to be thought leaders in the community, because that's for the good of all the community. So that's what that goes to. This year's proceeds are going to support that organization.
I know a great event like this doesn't happen all on its own. It depends on sponsors
That's right.
and support. Tell me a little bit about that.
We do have some amazing sponsors who have supported us. One is Cajun Industries, Baton Rouge Business Report. Julio Malera, by the way, is going to be one of our speakers at the lunch hour. He's a fabulous speaker, and he, by the way, came last year and said, I love this event so much, I'm going to sponsor it. So Baton Rouge Business Support, Cox. Thank you very much, Cox, for supporting. Peters Wealth Advisors, TEA, PosiGen Solar Solutions. Those are our platinum level sponsors this year.
Real quickly, give the folks a place to go for more information or to find out more about Leadercast.
Leadercastgbr.com.
Dave, thanks so much for coming on and telling us all about it.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Look forward to the event and good luck with that.
Thank you very much.
Well, they've been showing you how here in the Baton Rouge area to buy smart for over 30 years at Salisbury's Dodge City. Take a look, everyone.
Shop Salisbury'sDodgeCity.net.
Or come by today at Salisbury's Dodge in Baton Rouge. People always ask me, especially when I took over after my dad passed, they said, so Leah, how long have you been in the car business? I was born into it. I've been in it forever. I didn't know anything else.
When I first met Leah, she was in diapers. And now she's actually my boss and our business partner, because we can't forget our comptroller, Mr. Slade's been in the business 40 years. They wanted me to go to work for him back in New Orleans, but I had lined up a job in Lafayette, and I liked it there and stayed there. And they bought the dealership here in '86, and I moved back to Baton Rouge with them and came to work here.
When my dad got ill, he said, if you're going to go for this, I think we need to just, rather than spread ourselves out, let's go ahead and stick right here with Baton Rouge. And so that's what we did. We put all of our focus in just one. We're going on 28 years. We were here when Baton Rouge was still kind of just a smaller town. Now we're huge after everything that's happened, but we still feel like we're rooted here in Baton Rouge, and we've made it our home. Mark was a people person. He loved the people part of it. Both of them did. They didn't want to have to deal with the numbers or any of that. They wanted to get out there and be with the people.
They had a great father-son relationship, and of course I felt like I was all part of it when it was all going on. The great thing about Dallas, and even with Mark and I, as much as we might have got reprimanded about anything that we did wrong, once you're reprimanded about a mistake, it never came up ever again with him in this course of our operation, unless I did it again.
Yeah. He was fair, and when he would listen to you, if you had an issue, he listened all the way through before he made a decision. He didn't jump to a decision. He didn't go off what somebody else said. He wanted to hear it from you. That fairness part, to me, is the most important thing. And as I bring younger people along in this business and the people that work for me, I try to be fair with them.
He told me before he passed away, he said, Leah, you said you want to go for this. Love it. Enjoy the people, because everything is new. Every day there's something new happening. You meet a new person. You see a new situation.
We want to, sell you a vehicle, but we want to sell you the next vehicle and the next vehicle. Anybody can sell somebody a car once. The trick to it is taking care of the person enough to where they'll come back to you time after time after time.
Sales sells the first car, and parts and service sell the second car or the rest of the cars, because if we don't treat them right, they're not going to come back.
I've been here 21 years. I've got a few people that, since I've been here, has been coming here. Just repeat customers. And they feel like family. When they come here, they'll tell us. They've told me that we make them feel like family.
I still have people now that are coming back from 1993 when I came up front and started selling cars. They still come in and ask me by name. This is the best the product's ever been. We don't see as much business in the shop as far as warranty work and stuff like that. More maintenance nowadays than it is knickknacks here and there. You got a really solid car that we're not afraid to put up against Japanese or Europeans or anybody.
It is great to be a Ram Dodge dealer right now, because it is. We've got that Viper. It is beautiful, and it's a sexy car. But the Rams, they've come so far. 2 years in a row for Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Never been done before. So it's really exciting now. They're coming out with new product. It used to take years to do it, at least a full year. We're getting 2 or 3 a year where they refresh it, or a brand new product. So it's really exciting. It's a lot of fun. It's fun to sell cars that people love to come and drive. Another big thing that my dad really pushed, and Mark, is we are a family dealership. You don't find many family stores anymore. You really don't. But we feel like all of our employees are our family too. The majority of our managers have been with us 10 years. Frank and Ray have known me since I was 3 years old.
We have 5 employees that's been here since the day we opened, over 28 years now. I think we have 7 employees that's going to be tended somewhere in the 25-year range with us. We most probably have another 10 or 15 employees that are 20 years. And I think 50% of our employees, which is somewhere around 95, have been with us at least 10 years. Same thing with our sales force, the parts, the service. And when you have a consistency message that you deliver on TV and your ads with your employees, with your customers, it's just the key to being successful for a long period of time. That's what gave us the reign for 25 years of being the #1 Dodge, Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealer in Louisiana, Mississippi. And we just keep striving to do the same thing over and over again with our consistency, with our message and our mission.
When we come back on Across Louisiana, we'll talk prom and graduation safety. Don't miss it.